remembers partying like it was 1999 on New Year's Eve, 1999? I do. I even had a dance. Because I had a lot to look forward to. I was engaged and getting married in June. We had just bought our first house and moving in April. That same month, I was turning 30, and I was just about to start a new job I had waited a year to get. The year 2000 was gonna be amazing. One night, 2 weeks into January, I went to bed as I normally would, tired from the activities of the day, but excited about what would come next. What I didn't expect is what actually came next. I woke up and I couldn't move. It was like a cruel game of hurting head, burning shoulders, stiff knees, and swollen toes. Knees and toes. My hands were ballooned, my elbows locked, and my body felt on fire. 2 weeks later, I would receive a diagnosis that would affect every facet of my life. A full-blown autoimmune disease called rheumatoid arthritis. Arthritis? But I'm 29, and I'm athletic. No. Rheumatoid arthritis, where my immune system mistakes my joints to be the bad guy, eroding the lining of my joints. Severe inflammation, also affecting my skin, tissues, eyes, and organs over time. That excitement I had felt for the future turned to fear, anger, and vulnerability. If I couldn't get my inflammation under control, my prognosis was disfigurement, and I'd be in a wheelchair within 5 years. I started my first cocktail of medications. And when the medications worked, I could do normal everyday things again. I could get dressed and walk downstairs. I could participate with my family and socialize freely. And I could dance. But then the medications would fail, and the cycle I would endure for years would begin. Medications, side effects, depression, chronic pain. Oh my God, the pain. Isolation, immobility, fatigue, invisible. This can't be my life. And it wasn't. Because that night back in January 2000, when my life shifted, I was gifted. And I know what you're thinking. So I'm present. But the trajectory had changed. This new path, it wasn't meant to hurt me. It was being redirected to teach me. I wasn't meant to go high and crash. I wasn't meant to play low and crash. I was being positioned just right to go the distance. It would just take me 15 years to figure out what I was doing wasn't working. I was putting all my energy into trying to get back to that person I was instead of seeing the person I could become. In 2015, I came across the concept of root cause drivers and triggers of inflammation. And it really struck me that I was just putting on the brakes. We all just put on the brakes. And I never even considered that the drivers of unmanaged stress, poor diet, toxins, lifestyle, and so much more were accelerating my disease at the same time. I started to remove and manage those drivers. It took work, but I started to improve. I could actually go the distance. And if I could improve, then I could help others improve. And together, we could go the distance. If you're wondering, I'm not yet in 100% remission. I'm about 90%, closer than I've ever been. I'm on a re-mission to get there. And I'm grateful because these feet, they're not what they once were. But you guys, I walked on this stage. And these hands, they're not as strong or often as pretty as they once were. But I can now straighten my fingers, and I can bend them. This month marks 19 years since my diagnosis, the catalyst that would affect every facet of my life. A journey of enduring and learning, empowerment and improving. It's 2019. I'm going the distance. And I have a new dance. Thank you.